Hello everybody and welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved Part 7.
Are you just letting it do that from now on?
Yeah, pretty much. And now we're at the best level in the entire game.
You mean the worst, right?
No, the best level in the entire game.
Please kill me.
The best level in the entire game.
Kill me.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or he's just actually
The best level in the entire game.
Okay, because I thought he's exaggerating it, then the answer is no.
The worst level in the entire game.
There's
Okay, but to be serious for a moment, I've in recent years I don't mind this level so much, but when I first played it, goddamn,
it was when you first played this game, it was absolutely fucking terrifying.
it's terrifying, but then you get annoyed after the first few floors.
Yeah,
when
And yes,
everything looks the same.
And yes, I said that right. The first few floors.
there's multiple.
Oh wait, it's not this. Oh god damn it, it's this room again.
Yeah, it's not just.
Oh, you're gonna be seeing a lot of this room. You're
So
gonna be
you
seeing a
guys
lot of
want to
it.
delve? So you guys want to delve into why this room is so infamous?
Yes, please.
The floors, the lengths.
If you
not
don't,
not just the lengths, but
well,
the
well,
fact
that we see it like 5 times.
the fact that this level is creative asset reuse brought to the max. Literally every single floor in this damn level looks exactly the same.
So the budget ran out.
so
Temporarily, yes.
This entire game.
and then you gotta deal with flood the entire way through.
Yeah, there's no other enemy but floods.
This entire level is just Destiny in a nutshell.
What, a copy and paste job every single
No,
place you go?
Yeah, a copy and paste job, and then waiting for Spark to open doors.
But is this better or worse than Destiny?
Considering this is one level and Destiny is a $60 game, I'm gonna let you decide that.
So no.
You know, these floors don't seem as threatening if they're jumping at you and you're just outright clipping through them without taking damage.
Well, it's not really that I'm clipping through them. It's just my shield is absorbing all the damage they can do. So
No, it doesn't look like it's doing much of a good job. In the sense that they're not really effectively damaging the shield, except that random explosion.
well, I was kind of near the blast radius from the carrier form, so that makes sense.
And now we gotta follow this weird blue.
Yeah,
thing,
now we got
yeah.
a little mini gauntlet section. While we wait for him to open the door, we gotta fend off against flood.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, and this happens a lot throughout this level. So
Yeah,
Is it
wait,
even
how many
necessary?
times exactly was it? I think it was like 4 or 5.
I think it's 3 or 4.
I don't know how
3
many.
or 4.
How many times did Destiny do that?
The entire game.
So, how many parts is this section?
Don't worry. This entire part is just this level. That can either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you view it.
I was gonna say, I don't know how to feel.
Especially since this part's 30 minutes long.
Okay,
Well, I
yeah,
told you. I did tell you it's
I,
the best level in the game, didn't I?
I know how I feel. I'm actually rather flustered.
I told you it's the best level in the game.
Fuck this level.
And
At
this is
least
coming
like
from
some of
somebody
the like, I would be cool with it if it was like you were going through different sections of like the Halo and stuff. But no, it's the exact same like layout the entire way through.
Ow, what the hell was that?
It was the flood punch you in the dick.
Like they
So,
know what to
okay.
do.
Okay, hold on a second. So, what how abundant is the checkpoints in this game? In this level, I mean.
Usually around every single door that Guilty Spark has to open, so not too far apart, but not too close either.
So is it enough for you to?
It's enough for you to get by on anything less than legendary.
If it's legendary, you might as well just drink bleach now.
One of the most satisfying way to kill something. Give it a second. Give it a thought that it actually stood a chance.
Well, one thing that's funny to do with Flood in any Halo game that has them is that if you shoot off their arms that have the claws, they can't hurt you if they're not holding a gun. So the only thing they can do is follow you around and like stand in front of you.
Oh yeah,
But they can't hurt
I
you.
remember that.
But they can't actually hurt you.
I'm going to get you.
Also, isn't stuff like the pistol kind of like attracts Flood towards it or something?
Huh?
Not that I know of.
I remember reading that up somewhere.
I don't know if that's true or not, but
Maybe plot wise, but
why? But why the pistol and not any other gun?
yeah, I just gave that some
pistol,
thought. Like
the
that.
pistol isn't even Master Chief's favorite weapon. It's the assault
That's
rifle.
why. That's why I just gave it some thought. Like that's
The shitty assault rifle.
Nah, I kind of like this assault rifle, to be perfectly honest.
Also, I wanna take note that I don't know if you guys noticing with Guilty Spark's monologue there, but he was analyzing the chief's suit, which is state of the art human technology, and he said it was about a class 2 armor, and he said that it's not sufficient, and he should at least have a class 12 armor set to efficiently combat Flood.
And yet he's still walking around.
And in Halo 4, he easily beats other, like, Forerunner warrior guys.
Yeah.
Like we said, Chief gives no
Well,
fucks.
this is also the Mark V, so.
You know what? How this entire section is going. I can imagine like Master Chief just playing music in his helmet.
Well, he's just playing the Halo theme.
Yeah, it's getting kind of repetitive. Time to play something else. That was some Rukunetsu.
Oh, what do you know? Guilty Spark has to go leave to do something.
Yep, and we're gonna have that happen at least, if I'm taking a guess, at least another 6 times.
Hey,
At least we got these guys shooting lasers.
At least the Sentinels come out to help, but really they don't do much. Like, it's a few good shots from any plasma weapon is gonna take them down.
Yeah, like they can take out the infection forms, but anything else, it's just a distraction.
So are these things smart enough to try and dodge a grenade?
No.
No.
Wow, they're even lower than grunts. That's kind of sad.
Well, they're
no, because these will easily kill a grunt.
Yeah.
Well,
an
I mean, in a sense.
infection form is about the same strength as an elite's.
Believe that or not.
Actually, no.
No, I always found them easier to take down an elite.
Well, they're easier to take down, yes, but they're probably more lethal than an elite.
In Halo lore, they actually have like superhuman or super alien, whatever, superhuman strength compared to how the original body was.
Okay, so basically they're glass cannons.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good analogy. They're really powerful, but they also go down rather easily. It's gonna be so much better in Halo 2, where you can actually chop their body to pieces so they can't come back.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing regular human bullets are easy enough to kill them
I
off.
thought you could.
Well, they're insufficient at killing them, but they can do it.
Wait, can't you only do that with Halo? Wasn't that when they first did that in Halo 3?
What, where they can reanimate? No, that's in Halo 2.
Ow.
No, I'm pretty sure they can't reanimate.
No, they can. They can. They only reanimate it if an infection form goes inside their body, but they can reanimate.
In this game, right?
Yeah. No. In Halo 2.
Don't they do that in this game as well?
No.
No. The flood infection forms can't take control of the combat forms, but if you shoot a combat form, sometimes it might get back up.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's going on with that Sentinel?
The best it can.
What
Oh my.
Style and sentinels, huh?
So continuing on.
So why do they do that while shooting their laser? I would have killed at least a handful of them.
Also, the biggest bullshit when it comes to infection forms is when they decide that hold rocket launchers.
Yeah, I hate those because they blend in with the background because they're so dark and you don't see them from a long distance, and then out of nowhere a rocket just comes out of you.
I think the worst case of that is in the next mission where you're in a tight enclosed hallway and we gotta fight those guys with rocket launchers.
No, this is the worst.
Well, anything with a rocket launcher is obviously an enemy that pisses you off. Because they can just basically one-shot you from a distance and you can't see it.
Insert comment about Halo. Insert.
Slendy, why are you
Halo
wasting
4
ammo? Just melee
Forerunner
them.
Sniper rifle here. I could melee them, but to be honest, I'd rather just watch them pop.
They pop when you melee.
But they pop anyway when you melee them.
Well, yeah, but the bullets. I like the bullets. They're shiny.
You like the titanium bullets?
In this part, this tiny little corridor always scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Even
No, I always got
anywhere
nervous
else?
because I always got nervous because the carrier forms are always right around the corner.
Yeah, or like
And I was afraid I was gonna get blown up.
And there's a one part where like a combat form just like jumps right in front of, yeah, right there. And as like seeing it now is like not even a problem, but like
Well, but yeah, but that back then you were a kid, so you'd be
being
younger.
a kid that
So-
absolutely terrified me, and I wanted to cry.
So what if they made a Nemesis version of these Flood?
That'd have to be like a super flood. Because
Umbrella
to be honest, they kind of already are Nemesis-esque because they follow you around as long as they're not dead. But
So
But
Umbrella Corp
unlike-
is now going to experiment on Flood.
Well, unlike Nemesis, these things are fucking fragile. They're one-shotted easily.
yeah, but like seriously, you saw that rocket like whiz past my head. If I was any closer to the right, that would have gone right into my back. It killed me.
I think Nemesis has more accuracy than these guys do. So, is there any possibility of getting any more weapons besides the one you're holding?
To be honest, these are probably the best combo of weapons that I can get, so I really don't feel like switching them out unless I run out of ammo.
Like
What about rocket launchers?
Rocket launchers are probably not as helpful as you think they are, because especially
Yeah.
when they try to gang up on you on close range, it's not as useful as you think it is.
And like the overall lack of ammo.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
and there's also not much ammo for that particular weapon.
Is it one of
Yeah.
those games where like
It's not-
is it like so is it like GoldenEye 007 where like if you shoot a rocket launcher, anything it comes in contact with will automatically detonate it?
Yes.
But yeah, there's only maybe like 2 or 3 rocket launchers in this level. So yeah, ammo is very scarce.
I don't know. When I'm in a situation where these things are constantly spawning in, I think it'd be fun to go gun happy with the rockets, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, until you turn around and you get scared and pull the trigger and blow yourself up.
I've had that happen to me so many times.
If I go down, I'm taking it with me.
Well, Jerome, you ready? Because we got 2 more floors of this.
An elevator ride. At least it's not a train ride.
We're all dealing with this together.
I get it.
So Jerome, what do you say is worse? This or the train?
Definitely. I have to think about this one. Give me a second.
Because you haven't played this before, have you?
Even then, just by watching it is just as bad.
And also consider that this is easy mode.
No, this is on normal.
No, this is normal. Try doing this on a higher difficulty. It is a bitch.
Like the thing is though, as unsettling as this place is supposed to be, after going on for a certain amount of time, you're no longer going to be tense. You're just going to go like, when the fuck is this going to end? So
I
Yeah.
think that's what pretty much what everyone was. I think that's pretty much what everyone thought after they got through this level the first time and we
Yeah.
had to replay it. It's like,
Did
what
not
is
even
it?
care-
I think it should have ended like right about now, like pretty much halfway in.
They shouldn't have to be terrified anymore. They're just fucking tired now. Like, come on, man.
It's like, get to the point.
Wow, that was incredibly chaotic.
People talk loud when they want to act smart, right? Correct.
Why'd you get rid of the pistol, bro?
So I'm curious now. Does the HD collection kind of make this section less painful?
No.
No,
No.
not at all. Not at all.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
It's just pretty. It's just prettier.
Yeah, it's only a graphical update.
So it just has better
Yeah.
lighting.
They didn't
Yeah,
even
basically.
want to touch the engine because they knew that fans would go apeshit about it. All they did was a graphic update.
Okay, well, what's so wrong with adding a few quirks just to make certain sections less boring?
Monotonous.
Monotonous, yes, that's a better word.
Oh shit! Oh, rocket launcher guy.
I mean, don't some games did that? I think Majora's Mask when it did that, there's a lot of sections where like instead of playing the same cutscene over and over again, just cut to the chase.
Because, Jerome, it's got to be Halo 1 as you truly imagined it.
Just shorten the sections. That's what you have to do.
It's Halo 1 as you truly imagined it.
Fucking purists. Learn to change.
Melee will never die, Jerome. Let it go.
Should I bring up the ex-wife analogy again?
No.
So, do you remember this room?
that
Oh,
fucking
God
rocket.
damn.
That fucking rocket flood.
That thing looked like it shot you right in the dick. What the fuck was that?
It did shoot me right in the dick. I just had enough shielding to protect myself from it.
BS.
Well, barely. You're in yellow
Barely.
health now.
Yeah, barely. But
Also, remember this is normal mode. This is a bit. This
Yeah,
is
in
lenient.
in heroic or legendary, that would have one-shotted me.
So Jerome, do you remember this area?
Heroic is the actual way you should play Halo.
Ramon, you don't even have to ask, because everything looks like the fucking same to me.
It looks exactly like at the very beginning of the level.
Jesus Christ, just end it. You're making me go through an endless loop for no reason. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if someone think that the game glitched out. I thought the game was just repeating itself.
Actually, to be perfectly honest, when I was a kid, I actually thought that happened to me once.
To be honest,
Because I forgot how long the level was. I thought it was repeating.
To be honest, though, you are going in a loop because you're just revolving around that one centerpiece. So
Yeah, actually, I've always wondered something. We're not elevating, so how exactly does are we looping back around to the elevator to go back on it?
Guys, before you lose your sanity from realizing the reality of this level,
I think there's like different, maybe
okay, yeah, you know what? No, an elevator on a different section. Yeah, never mind.
Also, why couldn't Guilty Spark just beam me up in the actual control room?
Yeah, I mean he can teleport us, so why the fuck didn't he just teleport us to the elevator or the index? I mean,
it's a known issue. It's a known issue. Be fixing next version of Guilty Gear.
His reasons were because of protocols. You can't just bring someone up there.
Well, you could have brought you a bit closer, you know.
No, the thing is, first there's a flood outbreak, so there's the safety protocols, and also he doesn't want to risk the flood gaining access to the freaking key, so that they can, in case the freaking thing had to fire.
I got a better question. Why didn't Goku use instant transmission from the planet Yardrat back to Earth?
Because it's fucking Goku. That's why.
The reason they didn't bring you closer is because the flood is out. There's a risk of losing the key, and you also have to fucking prove yourself right now.
How the hell does that make any sense? What key could I possibly lose from teleporting?
No.
What it means is that the index to activate Halo, it doesn't want to fall into the Flood's hand otherwise because humanity's fucked.
Well, not,
I still don't get what
the universe in general is fucked.
What does the key have to do with teleporting though? That's what I'm confused about.
Speaking of which, why is the Flood still even here?
They're just chilling.
The Halos were made, spoiler, but the Halos were made to kill everyone so that the Flood don't have anything to eat anymore. So if that's the case, right, and if the Forerunners already fired the Halo
they were going to tell that next fucking level, Ramon. You couldn't have waited.
Oh, it's not like you know how old this game is. It's not like most people who are watching this don't already know.
Anyway,
the game is X amount of years old. It's already been done.
Well, anyway,
public domain.
According to the Halo lore, the reason why there was flood samples on every single Halo ring.
Is because they want to stupidly do research on something that could potentially kill them anyway.
Well, they were still hopeful about one day creating a cure for the flood.
And yet somehow they turn these into weapons. Metroid. Oh, God.
And then what do you call it? There's just still one thing wrong with this.
They never turned them into weapons. It was just that.
No, I'm just saying what could potentially happen because that's what all people keep doing.
Well,
just get rid of it and call it a day.
Well,
and there's just one thing wrong with the explanation. Sorry if I'm cutting it, but there's just one thing wrong with this. So, they were living here with presumably I think without food, right? So shouldn't they have died as well?
Well, the flood spores were kept alive for research purposes.
Like I said, they could have just left it alone. They didn't have to question it and just call it a day.
That's also what that's kind of contradictory of how the U.S. government does things because we still have strands of the pneumonic plague of the Black Death.
Logic, what's that?
Think about it this way. If there was something that that caused cancer in everyone, and you had two options to either A, research it to find a cure for cancer. Okay, well, let's just say a cold hard thing that causes cancer no matter what. Let's just say this: you have two options. You can either A, stop it outright and prevent anyone else in the world from ever getting cancer ever again, or you can save it and keep it for research to find a cure. Which would you do?
Just get rid of the goddamn thing.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Here's a different way of looking at it. there's a horrible plague that happens. I'm gonna use this as a reference from like the Middle Ages, specifically the black plague or whatever, or pneumonic plague, whatever it's called. That just almost completely destroyed all of Europe during the after the Roman Empire. We still have strains of that plague, and the reasons that we have that plague still in strands is because if it ever broke out again, we can make vaccines and stuff to help cure the plague in case it ever comes back.
No, but like it's just
Yeah, there's only like one thing wrong with that analogy, and that's the fact that the Black Plague, right? It's not gonna break out anytime soon. It's not gonna
but there's still
like it's not gonna break out of the lab. That's the thing. It's kept like it's not an alien life form.
The thing is though with this, it's just comparing it to in this case in the game of, in this case is that the flood are just something that you really had a means of completely eradicating to absolute zero. There was no reason for you to hold on to just a sample just for the sake of research.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. You don't have to worry about it ever again.
The flood came in to our galaxy from an outside source, and the Forerunners knew that. The flood weren't weren't created in our galaxy. They came from outside, so they knew that one day the flood might return. So they kept specimens of the flood and tried to do research on developing a cure for it in case the outbreak ever came back. So
hey, that makes a little more sense.
So would you rather not have any protection against the flood? Like, would you rather destroy everything you have and prevent any possibilities of having it come break loose, or in case it ever comes back from an outside source, you research it and have a cure and be prepared for it the next time it comes around?
Okay, yeah, I think I can end it. Yes, you are technically right in saying that, and logically that does make sense. But in certain cases, I'm just saying in general, not in terms of the flood or anything, in general, I think in certain cases it's reasonable to just destroy it and get it out of the way so it can never have a chance to come back. But in other cases, it is a good idea to future-proof yourself, so make sure that if it does come back, you can fight against it. I understand that, but it's really a case-by-case basis.
I'm just wondering though, because didn't they technically already have a means of getting rid of flood at like?
Well, yeah.
That's what the Halo.
The thing is, the only way that they found that was effective was mass genocide of the entire galaxy. I don't think they wanted to do that too many times.
But then they already had a backup plan.
They killed themselves once, though. What's the point of continuing the research?
The thing is though, hold on. The thing is though, is that they killed themselves and then they actually used strands of DNA from each species in order for them to repopulate. So just do that again.
That wasn't very effective. Plus, honestly, the Forerunners, the only reason they fired the Halo rings was a last resort. The Halo rings were honestly the last decision that they made. It was.
It's basically the fuck this shit I'm out button.
Even then, it'd be kind of an interesting sub story if it came to pass like that. When they decide to go through the plan all over again, but there's someone who decides to oppose that because their life is so important. Because life is so important, and they're fighting so hard to survive, only to find out the flood was the reason why they were supposed to be killed to begin with. Just saying.
So, when Chief just took that index, Guilty Spark took the index because
he can't be trusted.
Well, not that he.
I understand that these levels are incredibly long, but that was completely unnecessary. I'm more sweet than salty right now, Saladi. So he teleports now. He teleports us now.
Yep. Well, you needed to get the index.
By the way, Drew, there's going to be a Banshee incoming about 10 seconds.
Banshee? Oh, is this the section where you got... Oh, I remember now.
Wait, what?
Master Chief gets knocked out.
Ian, remember that thing that we sent you about the Master Chief being killed by a Banshee in the cutscene?
Um,
And that sums up Ian's reaction.
what?
Even I know this one. Even I know this one. Ian.
No,
Come
we'll
on.
show you. We'll refresh your memory afterwards, Ian. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Wait, when did he get the? Oh, yeah, he took it from Guilty, whatever he's called.
Guilty Spark.
Guilty Spark Gear.
I don't know why Guilty Gear came first.
Because that's what you immediately associate the word guilty with that.
It took us 12 hours to go through that section. God damn.
That's probably also the same in real time as well.
Yeah.
He's your pal, isn't he, your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of funny that Master just sits there and just tilts his head for a second.
Wait a
Oh.
minute. Why is she like holding the actual key, like the index? Why is she holding it?
Because it was digitized
Oh,
into the
okay.
system.
That's a good idea. Do what? I have the index. You can just...
I have your power now.
You can just float
says
and
Mega Man.
you can just float and sputter. Tell that to Johnson.
The flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses,
And then you get a giant laser beam in your face.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The
Yes, I'd like a sautéed human, please.
With the side of grunt bacon.
Would
What's
you
your
like some
special
ground fri-
today?
Would you like some ground fries with that?
What was some blood soup?
Actually, I don't know why, but jackal fries sound tasty.
Some
That sounds like
some jackal wings.
It sounds like a Texan restaurant dinner.
Left out that little detail, didn't he?
What should I choose? This random floating thing I just met the other day.
Or my best friend. I don't know.
Tough choice.
We need to go right now.
Why is he jumping so comedically like that? Cortana,
Get
Or we-
inside my head.
we're going to McDonald's.
That one line that he just said is a very controversial line.
Oh, the one about if you told me or whatever.
Yeah, because it's because in the Halo novels, like years after this was made,
The Greg Bear ones, right?
a Forerunner, I believe actually the Didact actually asked that question to Guilty Spark, which kind of hints at Master Chief being at least somewhat of a Forerunner. Or Forerunner.
I don't buy that theory at all.
Or
Oh,
Meanwhile, Jerome just enjoys the ride.
or at least has like
Can't let the monitor activate.
I'll explain later in the next episode because we only have like 20 seconds.
My analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is
So is Banshee
Alright.
just gonna go in now?
an explosion of sufficient size.
you know what? As soon as he opens that door, the Banshee's gonna fly right into him.
Any minute now.
We need to trigger
Any minute.
a large scale.
Master Chief,
If I had serious editing tools, I would have done that. But
Alright guys, next time on CrossFactor Comms.
Master Chief, you're delaying the inevitable.
Looks like Master Chief is in the danger zone.
Oh my god.
oh no.
It's funny, but I don't get it.